Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. I'm here with Dick. Dick, what's your last name?
Dick Boneske.
And today, we're out at the St. Charles at the Pheasant Run, coming out and see some of the best Pontiacs. What are we at here? What do they call it?
This is called the Indian Uprising.
And you've brought one of the very first, in my opinion, muscle cars. And what did you bring today?
I brought my 64 Pontiac GTO
So,
Tri-Power.
So let's go right to the main attraction. Julio, thank you so much. I'll grab the camera as I usually do. Perfect. Come on back, Dick. Stand right next to me and let's talk about your car.
Okay.
So, first of all, a beautiful little red GTO, right? Isn't that what the song was all about?
That's it, little GTO.
Little GTO. Take a look at what we've got here. Let me just feature some of the... And the reason for the tigers was the tiger would actually come out of the hood in the commercials back then if you had a GTO.
Yes, they did that in '65 with the tiger jumping out of the hood.
Is that right?
Yes.
So Jim Wangers was the person who kind of marketed this idea and put this all together for Pontiac's marketing department, just featuring some of the pieces on it. And they weren't sure how this mid-sized car with a big engine was going to work. It seemed like it did okay.
They were surprised how well it did.
Yeah.
With 30,000 of them.
And not only that, but with yours, how long have you had it again?
Since 1987.
And you found it where?
Found it in a farmer's field in Missouri. It was in the mud, almost sunk up to the wheel hubs, and we managed to get it loaded up on a trailer. And as I was tying it down in the trailer, the farmer came over and he said, "Thanks a lot for getting this thing out of my field."
So let's go right back to the car. Now, so yeah, thankfully you took this out of his field. For God's sakes, what would he do with something that's like this, right? And now tell me a little bit about what do they call them? A Post Coupe?
This is the Post. There were three models: the hardtop convertible and Post Coupe. The Post Coupe was the lightest weight of the GTOs. It's lighter than the hardtop or the convertible, so a lot of drag racers use the Post Coupe.
And this is the Post.
Yep.
Got it. Now I know you said you took this car from where did you drive it from?
From Winneconne, Wisconsin, north of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And the nice thing is you drive this car.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
I drive it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm sure that the old goat, it looks just phenomenal. And other than the paint, you haven't done anything. You just fixed it all up.
I had the paint done, but the rest of the car was done by me.
Is that the fuel?
The fuel filler, yes.
Go ahead, show me how that
Tiger
opens.
tail hiding behind there.
Ah, nice. Okay, I got it. Like so. All right. Beautiful. Let's talk about straight too. I mean, beautiful lines.
64 and 5 are the hardest ones to restore because the quarter panels are so flat. The least little ripple in the quarter panel really shows up.
And yours is super, super nice. I'm going to just come around one more time because it looks so clean and give you one more look at that. And that coming at you. Gorgeous. Non-functioning hood scoops,
Right.
just all decoration.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the interior.
Okay.
Now we've obviously got the unique side window that pops open there.
Yes.
I'll open that.
Okay.
You know, early GTO just has the Pontiac emblem there. And
Yes, because it's the same as the Le Mans. In '64, they didn't have time to make all the emblems.
right. The ignition over here, obviously.
Yes.
Let me just. What are the dials here?
They didn't offer gauges in '64, but we've got the wiper control and the headlight control, and see if you can see the
Oh yeah.
dash lights, and it's got an in-dash tachometer. '64 used a engine-turned aluminum panel. In '65, they went to a walnut wood grain panel. And this is most of them had consoles in them. I didn't like the console. When I bought my '64 new, my girlfriend and I like you couldn't sit next to each other when you had the console. So we opted for no console.
Okay, let's pop the hood.
Okay, that's the good part.
The good part. So what do you have under the hood? The original 389?
389 and 348 horsepower with tri-power.
Look at that.
The only thing I added to this car that the factory didn't have was power steering. These cars are a beast to drive without power steering. And so I added 64 power steering to it. Other than that, this car is as it came out of the factory.
Look at that. Looks fantastic. Let's do this. Let's start it up real quick.
Okay.
And just for a minute, because we are indoors.
One little detail, I don't know if you can see this with the camera, that circle with the AC, this is the second set of these foam filters made. For years they've made reproduction foam filters, but they didn't have the AC logo. These were cut with a laser. I don't know, can you see those with the camera?
The camera will pull that out actually.
Okay.
We'll start it up, we'll get a little exhaust note, and then we'll shut her down. Oh yeah, the big eloping cam. The exhaust out the quarter there. Sounds good. All right, let's shut it down.
Okay.
And nice to have that ignition right there close. Stay right next to it.
Okay.
Let's shut the hood just so we get that stance. Shirt that matches. Hey Dick, thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you.